episode is going to be about gym class, especially for little ones. This is one of my favorite subjects. This as well?
Yeah, this is in our specific homeschool. This is really all I have to offer. It's gym class.
But it's very important. It's so important.
Yeah. So Julie's always done all the smart stuff, and I've been in charge of burning off their energy, and also teaching them a little bit about fitness and working out, and then playing sports. So 3 main rules here. We're going to talk about this. This is specifically for shrimpy kids, little ones, before they're in their sports practices after school or in the afternoon time or whatever. So if you have little ones, rule number 1 for me is get outside if at all possible. And we know you may be in cold places. We grew up in Chicago and lived there for 22 years. So we know what bad weather's like. But if you can bundle up like Randy in A Christmas Story and waddle around, it just changes their scenery, it changes their perspective, changes their mindset, and it gives them fresh air, gets them out of artificial light. And so get outside if at all possible to do your activity. Number 2 is, can you involve what they like to do anyway? Do they like to ride their bike? Do they like to ride skateboards? Do they already like to play soccer? Do they like to shoot hoops? Do they like playing catch? What do they like to do? And then it doesn't feel so much like a workout to them. We'll talk about workouts for parents later, for grown-ups, and how to get fitness in. And we can talk about all that stuff in detail. But we're talking about the little ones here. How do we get their energy out? How do we get them to burn some calories so they stop making us so crazy when they're little? And so you can take them to the park and play a little bit of soccer. You can take them in the backyard. You can, if you only have space in the garage or in the living room, how do you make a little game out of playing catch with them, or teaching them how to do push-ups, or make a little relay race. So lots of ideas here. My 2 boys, when they were really little, really liked to play football catch. So I used to teach them how to run routes, and they loved up and across and going into motion and calling audibles, and they loved all that stuff and playing defense on each other. And we just had a little Nerf football, and so you didn't need much space, but it's a good way to trick them into, they're basically doing sprints over and over again because they did 10 routes, and that's a good bit of running that they did. So can you involve something that they like to do? That's number 2. And then number 3 is be prepared, but be flexible. So be prepared. Don't forget to bring a ball with you. Don't forget to bring cones with you if you need it, or chalk outline. Be prepared. It also involves, have they eaten in the last couple of hours? Do they have any good fuel on board? Or if they have only drank Mountain Dew and Takis chips, then they're going to feel...
Little, remember?
Yeah, they're little. But there's a lot of little kids out there who are sneaking whatever they want to eat. And so you just remember, when we eat junk food, it makes us feel bad. That's times 1,000 for a little 40-pound human. If they eat bad fuel, that makes them not perform well. They're little machines. So think about, have they drank any water? Have they eaten anything good for them? And that's going to affect their performance. It's going to affect your fun time, your fitness time, your gym class. So that's part of the preparation. But then be flexible. And if they are a little tired, or if it is bad weather, or they don't want to do a push-up, or they don't want to run, be flexible. And how can you make that different? And how can you make it more of a fun game? Don't make them feel like they have to do a workout, a muscle and fitness circuit session or whatever. Just make it a fun thing and make it kind of a competition between you and them, or between siblings, or make it fun, but be flexible.
And maybe use your phone too. I was thinking of bring your timer on your phone so you can have races with that, or even just to bring some music. That would be for kids.
Absolutely. So, I mean, our entire worlds right now are about trying to be prepared, but being flexible, because we're just adapting and getting through all these challenges together. So
and I loved the sports when the kids were little, because it gave me a break and I could do other things. But we also understand they're single parents and one parent is still working, or there's all different situations. So even when he would travel and I had the kids by myself, I'd still have to do this, because if they don't get that energy out, then we're all just like on top of each other and you kind of just go a little bit stir crazy. So just to move big muscles and to do something like that. And then I'd also maybe try to sneak in a workout with them while we were doing it, if we were running around or riding bikes or something like that, if that was my only workout of the day. But when you come back in and everyone's hungry and you eat lunch, then you will get some downtime for yourself because everyone is tired. So then it's like either mostly nap time if we're talking about little ones, but they will sleep well after something like this.
So my last word to the wise here: if you are an actual coach, if you are an actual fitness person, if you are an actual gym teacher, just remember with your own kids, sometimes a prophet has no honor in his own hometown. Don't try to coach them as you would a high-level soccer player or a high-level athlete or one of your personal training clients, because your own kids don't care that you're the world's greatest expert in anything. They want you to be mom, they want you to be dad and have fun with them. I've only learned that the hard way 1,000 times of not trying to coach my own kids too much. We can teach them from our expertise, but really they want you to say, hey, I'm proud of you, I love playing with you, and that was fun. Good job. So that's it with little ones. And if you have no expertise, don't worry about it. Just as good. They don't care anyway. So have fun. That's gym class for the little ones. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.